Hey, welcome to Ecomcy review. In this video, we're gonna review and talk about the agency that's called Ecomcy. And what guys do is pretty much they like own one agency for Amazon sellers. So if somebody wants other people that are professionals to take care of their brand, grow their brand, even launch products for them. It's like an all-in-one pretty much, except sourcing. The guys currently, at least currently, maybe in the future is going to happen. They're currently not sourcing products for you, but aside of that, you get everything with Ecomcy. In this video, we're going to explain it more in depth. Of course, you're welcome to drop comments. And also in the description, we're going to have a special link to check out the services of the guys, plus a nice coupon code, VOLVA10, that grants you 10% off the guy's services. So I think it's a pretty cool deal. It's down in the description. Today with me, Vincenzo. He is the founder of Ecomcy, and he's gonna be with us today and tell us about Ecomcy. And welcome, man. It's good to have you here. What's up?
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here. So definitely been following your work for a very, very long time. I appreciate all the knowledge you put out there, the strategies, everything. So doing an amazing job. So congrats on that.
Thank you, man.
But yeah, man, it's a pleasure. I think for sure, I want to make sure we make it very clear about who we are and how we can basically grow your business on Amazon. And looking forward to today's discussion. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for following my content, man. It's been like 3 years doing that, if not more. Actually, it's gonna be 4 soon. So time is flying.
Time,
and that's pretty cool. I think it's been crazy 4 years as a person who provides information in the sphere. Crazy 6 years as a seller. So and we're not stopping. So that's pretty cool. Also, I want to tell that you have pretty cool background, man. Everything you built a nice studio. Man. I mentioned that on our previous call. It looks pretty cool.
I get that a lot.
Yes, yes. Looks good, man. Looks good. And yeah, pretty cool. So, Vincenzo, so Ecomcy, you've built an agency that helps sellers. And for those who are interested, maybe they've heard of you and they're not sure exactly what you can offer. Can you explain to us, please, what you guys do, how you can help sellers?
Yeah, 100%. So yes, Ecomcy is a full Amazon service agency. Basically, that means we take your brand and do everything that has to be done on Amazon to allow you to scale and grow your brand. So we got an in-house team that's going to help you everything that has to do with PPC, listing optimization, product launch strategies, graphic designer, photographers, basically the whole yard when it comes to the different sections that you need to improve and optimize within an Amazon business to be able to scale it, right? Yes, so we have people all around the world, and that allows at the same time to help with clients on different languages. So we just don't do English, we also work in Spanish, Italian, German, and French. So that means if, let's say you are selling right now in the USA and you're looking to expand your presence from USA to Europe, we can also help you with that, and vice versa. And just to conclude, we are based here in UK, London. So that's on a nutshell who we are.
That's pretty cool. And so you're saying you're working and you're helping brands. It's like pretty, as I mentioned, all in one. So let's say you can take over the pay-per-click, create new listings, create images for these listings, launch these products. But when a seller comes, can he take one of these as a package from you? Or usually you guys take somebody who prefers like hands-off sort of approach with their brand? So that means they're handing over to you the products, so that maybe they're sourcing them. Maybe they're developing the product, sourcing them, and then you will take over everything else. But can people also do it on like, okay, Vincenzo, I want only product photography from you or something like that? Do you do that as well?
Yeah, so to be honest, because we are a full service agency, we usually try to specialize on brands that want to have the full management. And the reason for that is very simple. We believe that in order for us to give you the best service and the best performance and growth for your brand is to be able to basically take your brand and embed that with our systems and processes, right? And I'm going to give you a very quick example why we believe that is super efficient. So usually when you work just with an agency that does PPC, and then maybe they don't have somebody that can help you with the images, with the listings, and basically launch strategies, ranking, and things like that, you may find yourself that they know exactly what to do at the PPC side of things, but maybe they don't have the expertise to help you know all the other areas. So if you come to us with your brand and you already have somebody working on your listings, somebody working on your images, and you tell me, okay, I want you just to do the PPC, sometimes there can be a friction, like we say, okay, you need to improve these images, you need to do this at the listing. And if the people you have working with you don't follow those processes, sometimes we cannot give you the best outcome. So Preferably, we prefer to do everything for you, but in some instances, if we see there is commitment from both parties and the people you already have in your team, that's definitely we can work out for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand, man. So you're saying like, because if somebody has a specific service they need, that's fine. And maybe in a case by case basis, it is possible. But because you take all of them together, you have the processes and you have your methods to kind of make everything work as a machine. So the
That's
photographer
correct.
sort of understands what is the right pictures, let's say, to add in order for the PPC guy to have converting clicks, so to say.
That's
And
correct.
then everything kind of works together. And otherwise, if not, it's a bit more harder for your agency to do that. This because, yeah, when you take over everything with everything that you can offer, then yeah, it just works as a well-oiled machine and
Yeah,
grows.
100%. Yeah, and just to mention, just to also give you a better overview why it's more efficient is when you join our agency, you actually get assigned a project manager, right? And that project manager has a good understanding of all the main areas of the business. So usually your PPC, your listings, your images and everything. And because you get assigned a project manager, he's going to be 24/7 working for your brand and making sure your listings are always optimized, your images are always optimized. If you are launching a product, we track your keywords, your organic ranking, all that performance is always tracked by the project manager. And because we have all the other subdivisions under him, he's going to be able to basically keep, as you say, every single day, keep the machine running, right? And just say, okay, we do PPC, all the other areas are not working, but because you just hire up for PPC, we cannot do the other areas. You see what I mean? So that's the huge difference and benefit of having an agency that does everything for you. Yeah.
So each kind of client that comes has their personal project manager, right?
That's correct.
And they can ask him questions if they're more, because there I know there are usually two types of people: those who want to be more involved and know what's going on, and some just pay and sort of like, yeah, guys, and both are fine, right? And
Yeah,
for that, there's a manager that can ask, or more like answer actually questions that people ask. Sometimes the manager will get more questions, sometimes less.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
right.
So usually, yeah, that's funny because you said that 100% right. We have clients that they don't have the time to meet on a weekly basis with your project managers or things like that. So usually what happens is that because we work with brands that already usually have a team behind them, because usually the brands we work with are already in the 6-7 figures mark. Usually what happens is that they assign their assistant or the person under them to meet with our project manager, and then the person is in charge of communicating them on a monthly basis. But yeah, sometimes people that are more of the business, they prefer to handle that to their employees. So that means we are in constant communication directly with employees of the brand.
Understand, man. Sounds pretty cool. So like everything is taken by your agency, then the seller can just concentrate on maybe product development.
That's right.
And product research, because
that's true.
Pretty much from my experience on Amazon, if you're launching constantly, then something will fail, something will go better, but you're always adding to the revenue. Of course, that takes money, it takes strategic planning and all that. But yeah, if the seller concentrates on that, product research, product development, then he actually creates new products, and he's not in the maybe the little details of like finding the right picture, which is obviously great. Maybe if you're a first time seller and you're just starting, then most likely you'll go through all this alone. At least in my case, that was like that. When me and my partner did everything with you, Vincenzo, also, I guess you started like, I believe, on your own. But then with time, when you get some money inside your company, and yeah, this is a nice way to grow while you're concentrating on those tasks that are maybe, as they call them, they're like $10 an hour tasks sometimes.
That's correct.
1 hour.
Yeah.
$100 an hour tasks, etc. So
yeah, 100%. I think that's actually the reason why most of the time we don't do the sourcing side of things, because I strongly believe that in Amazon, your success most of the time, 70-80%, I would say sometimes, is product research. And what do I mean by that? If you already have a successful brand, right, and you already have an amazing product, most of the time the magic is brought by the founder of that brand, because you are the mind behind understanding which product work for you. You already understand the whole production lineup. You already understand the sourcing. So for us, sometimes it's not an added value to go inside the actual side of the business that actually in the first place made it successful, right? So realistically, where we as an agency can make you scale further and really optimize is that 30% of the business, which is the admin daily stuff, like the optimization of your listing, the advertising, launching new product photography. Because realistically, if you have an amazing product and you combine that with amazing processes in the strategy side of things, that's where you get the base of both worlds, right?
I understand, man. Pretty cool. Yeah, and Vincenzo, tell me, man. So sounds nice, but like maybe a seller's listening now and he's like, okay, cool. I'm interested in working with an agency. And the thing is, there are many agencies, right? So my question to you is like, why Ecomcy? Like, why people want to work with you?
Yeah.
What else sets you like apart, and why people should
Yeah.
consider? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I think one of the main differentiator when it comes to an agency, first of all, is that we are one of the few that do the full service. So you will see there is a ton of just PPC agencies, but we actually do the full thing for you. So that's the first benefit, that you get specialists on every single area of your Amazon business from day one. That basically means at the moment you sign with us, it's like getting a full team just attached to your business without the hustle of having to train people in different areas. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you get a project manager, as I just say. So these people are usually fully trained when it comes to Amazon. So they are not just there to give you reports, as most agencies, they give you a report and they forget and that's it. They actually are even certified when it comes to Amazon. So they can give you strategy level advice. Sometimes we even do a free training for you. So if you want to understand what we're doing for you, we can do training. Sometimes even myself jump with my clients and do training. So that's an extra added value without any extra cost. And the final thing for sure is that we are very transparent with everything that we do. Actually, as soon as you sign with us, we have partners that basically are allowed to design on dashboards and reporting systems. So you're going to be able to see every single change that is done at the account level. Because I have found that sometimes when you work with agencies, they just give you a report on performance, but they don't tell you what they did, right? So for ourselves, we give you full transparency, what is being done every single day, what is being done on the listings, what is done in the campaigns, and you get access to free tools, which are otherwise expensive to get access to have full control of your pricing. So you get a full personalized dashboard for your brand, and then you can have control of all the metrics of it. Yeah.
So interesting. People can get software, right?
Include
For example, a Helium 10 or something like that, which people, it's per year, it can be like easily $1,000. If you're in the diamond plan, $2,000 around that. So let's say that's already, that's interesting. And that's only one tool. That actually Helium 10 covers many things, but then maybe sellers using something else, or maybe they're using two tools. Maybe they're using Sellerboard for, let's say, for inventory management, and Helium 10 for keyword research. So they pay for two tools, and here once they join you, they get
these software tools
for free. Yes, so sort of that's pretty cool, man. And also, you're saying that it's transparent. So if a seller asks, like, "Hey, I see that this week we got more sales, or why are we losing sales, or something like that," so they come as it is, like, okay, we're here in the launch of the product, so because we still don't have the reviews, our PPC ACOS is higher, so that's why currently that's happening. Or maybe on another example, sales are going very well, his seller's excited, like, okay guys, thank you a lot, but what are you doing? And they're like, yeah, well, here there was a campaign with this blogger, here's the blogger, you show him the vid. Sounds exciting, right? Like, you can follow what you guys are doing.
That's why for us super important. We actually got a log system for every single brand, and that helps us a lot when those questions come up, because sometimes customers say, okay, sales are up, why? So we go on the log system and say, oh, because on Tuesday we changed the main image. So with this new image, things are going better. Your conversion rate improved. We are tracking the curve from Tuesday, and we saw it's a bump on organic ranking. So when you have a full transparency on the changes that are done in the account, it's easier to give explanations to the customer if things are going bad, things are going well, and so on. Yeah.
Nice, pretty cool, man. And which leads me to the next question, man. What's the pricing of the services that you have? So I would assume that it's based on
case. Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
Each person can talk to you guys. I'll remind our listeners and viewers that in the description we have a special link that will lead to Ecomcy website. Maybe it's going to be a 4, maybe just we'll see. But there's going to be a discount of a 10% off. But what's the price currently? It might change, obviously. So keep yourself updated through link in the description to see, but like, or maybe you'll get these on a personal, like one-on-one talk. I'm not sure, but what's
Yeah.
usually the pricing for what you do, guys?
Yeah, usually the price point for us is usually between the $2,000-3,000 mark per month, and that usually is going to increase depending on the complexity of your brand, the amount of products, and then the volume. For sure, if you're become as a you're already a seven-figure seller and up, usually there's also a commission on sales and things like that. So that's something for sure we can always discuss and negotiate together, but that's usually the price point we get started with. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. So I do recommend for those who are interested just to talk straight to the guys, see what they have to offer, and then you'll see if it's for you or not for you. And man, before I wrap it up, sort of my last question is like, what excites you about all that, about what you're doing? Like you're providing services for sellers, and that's pretty cool. When did you start selling yourself, man? Like
I started around 5 years ago.
5 years ago. So you're in the
Yeah.
game for like in all the Amazon ecosystem for like 5 years, and then you also opened the agency. Ecomcy is like, what's the age of Ecomcy at this point?
So almost 3 years now.
Pretty cool, man.
Actually, almost 3 years, I would say. Yeah.
Almost 3 years. So you've been doing the selling and also the agency, but what excites you about specifically let's say the agency, because you are the founder and like, what's the
100%. So I think what I'm loving about the agency side of things is a number of things. So the first one for sure is the opportunity to meet people every single day. So I'm enjoying the networking, creating partnerships, going to events, enjoying that side of the business. So loving that side of the agency lifestyle. And the second one, which I think is the most important for me, and is something I was missing when I was a seller, is that because I work with so many brands within so many industry, every single day is exciting, right? Because every single day something happens. Every single day there is an issue to fix. Every single day is a new product to launch. Every single day is a new thing to learn. Where if you are a seller and you are within a niche, you become sometimes tunnel vision. It can get repetitive because it reaches a point that once your brand is mature, the only thing you do is send inventory to Amazon, and that's it, right? So that's it. So I think with the agency lifestyle, it's much different. So every single day is a challenge, and I like the fact because it keeps me very active to keep learning and I'm basically improving.
Yeah, sounds fun, man. Sounds fun. I wish your agency grows. How many people are you this point, man, running all this?
So right now we are 12 people. Yeah.
Wow, man. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
So I wish everyone grows that is part of your organization. Everybody that gets in touch with your organization is sellers, so brands. Hopefully everybody is going to get fun and healthy growth, and I wish you a lot of more connections with people. As you mentioned, you enjoy that, and just many more exciting experiences. And so for our listeners, again, I'll remind that in the description we're going to have the link.
Make sure to use that coupon for us. I mean, just book a call or whatever and use it.
And we'll have the coupon code VOVA10, 10% off the services with Ecomcy, and it's an affiliate link, means that if you ever do business with Vincenzo and Ecomcy, I'm going to get a little commission from that. No extra cost to you, but in this way, it's possible to support my free content here on YouTube. And I've been doing that for over almost 4 years now. I think we're getting close to 400 videos. So it's been there's like 14 courses on Udemy. So many good things are happening. I'm happy to share my journey as a seller and my knowledge. And so everything is in the description. Vincenzo, maybe there's something you wanted to mention that you didn't say or something like that before we finish?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one thing I want to say that is there is no commitment at all when you book a call with us. In fact, all the first calls you get with us are free, and you actually get value out of it. It's not like most calls you get that we just tell you this is the price and that's it. If you have questions, we can answer them, and as long as within the free time window, that's usually 30 minutes, you can ask anything. So even if you want to get free advice, feel free to book a call with our team. And the second thing for sure is for you, Boba. I want to thank you for having me as your guest here. So it's really a pleasure, and looking forward to see what you have next for the Amazon community.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a guest. Thank you for your time today. And may everybody have an awesome day. Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye.